Happy Saturday, everyone, and welcome to an evening with Ultros League Underground. My name is tallgrant. It is dark outside, so we'll be after dark, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this amateur run seed in the Ultros Underground Racing Club. Hope everybody's had a really good Saturday. I'm going to start by saying hi, and I'll let you know a little bit about what we're up to and what we've got going on. But hello out there to Wrathg, who is here first tonight, Taylor Swifting, Snuggly Hugs, Drinks Glue, Elvin Sorrow, who is a more than 3-year subscriber. My gosh, Alvin, thank you for stopping by. You had a great stream. It's wonderful to see you in Possum Do Family Fruit. Tubby Canadian, welcome back. Good to see you today. And I think it's Snuggly. So, hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Well, I mentioned it on stream on Thursday. My daughter had her best friend from elementary school over for tea today, and massive success on just about every front. Almost everything I cooked came out about the way I wanted it to. Rockstar was the scones. I know how to make those now, and they are good, and they are sweet, and they are tasty, and they are very full of heavy cream, which is why they're so good. But we did that. We did iced Christmas cookies completely from scratch. That was pretty cool. We did cranberry tarts, which turned out absolutely wonderfully, and I've made the tea sandwich before, but it was a... Let's see, I made a turkey sandwich with arugula, thinly sliced apple, and cranberry mayo. So, nice Christmas thing. I got 2 teas from Republic of Tea. They were both wonderful, though I think Comfort and Joy was my favorite. Just absolutely beautiful tea. And I'm trying to resolve to do more tea over when I get off work for Christmas in a few weeks here, and I think that that's going to be one that I'm going to have to mix in. I don't know how I get more of it without buying a full canister of it, because I'm not sure I need Christmas tea all year round, but that was some really good stuff. So, hi, Chicken Boy. Good to see you tonight. All right, so we're going to do Ultros League Underground. I think I saw Chicken Boy was running this earlier this week, but I don't peek in because I don't want to know too much. This is also a little bit of a weird gear shift for me because I have been starting Moogle Cup prep, so I'm not doing all Ultros League all the time right now. Taylor, it's sitting in a Tupperware waiting for you, and there's a tart right next to it if you want it. That being said, thank you, Jaser. That being said, all the scones went home with my daughter's family. Or my daughter's friend's family, rather. My daughter's family is me. And not only that, since we had tea at 1 o'clock, I got to go running this afternoon when it was freaking 70 degrees outside. And it was cool. It was cool enough, and the sun was going down, and it wasn't humid, and it was perfect. The story on the tart was I want to do something that was fancy, and we actually tried. We had some lemons we got from my mother back at the end of the summer, and we made lemon tart out of it, and the lemon tart was really good. And so I said, okay, well, let's see if I can do a bit more formal. I made the lemon tart with pie crust, which is not necessarily right. We did a shortbread tart this time, which was awesome. And we cooked cranberries last night. We put them in the pot with a bunch of orange. Like, I took an orange and like squeezed it by hand and just like got all the juice out and made funny noises and made my daughter laugh because, it's like, Daddy is strong. Watch me squeeze this orange. Crush it. So we cooked the cranberries in orange. Then we got out the candy thermometer. We strained out all of the cranberry guts that we could just to get cranberry and orange juice together. Put it in there with a bunch of sugar and some eggs and some egg whites and a little... I don't think we put vanilla in that. Eggs, egg whites. That might have been it. I'm not sure if there was any other ingredients. I'd have to look at the recipe. And just sat there and cooked it with the candy thermometer till it came up to temperature. Put it in the tart shells we baked, which were little, they were the size of a Reese's peanut butter cup. A little shell about yay big, and then just this red cranberry tart that was sweet and sour in there. I'll keep looking at it. Those turned out a lot easier than Glue, I will totally send that to you. It was 2 different recipes, but I'll totally send it to you. I just followed everything to the T. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be, and it was a lot faster than I thought it would be. The only thing is the recipe I made the curd from, which is the liquid part of the tart, was designed to go like in a giant tart shell, like, yay big kind of thing. And I just put it in little mini bite-sized things because tea party. And turned out perfect. I know, Taco. Besides, you need to get your sleep before that baby gets here. I assume it's not here yet. I think if you were in newborn stage, I wouldn't see you very much at all. Of course, when you have newborn, that's the best time to sit and watch the internet with the baby sleeping in your arms. Anyway, so I'm super awake. I'm not sure why, because last night's the first night I've gotten a solid night's sleep in a while, both because I've been streaming and doing other stuff. And I exercised, and I spent all day cleaning house and cooking, so I should be tired, but... maybe it's because the run was at like 5 o'clock this evening. I am completely awake and I'm ready to go. So we're going to knock this out and free ourselves up to be able to do something tomorrow after my band concert. So, all right, well, let's set our config before we get started, and we'll talk about goals and what we need to play. The overall goal for me for this, to get me set up and try and get out of Tonic group whenever Ultros League starts, is to get sub 90. That's what we want. That's what we want to do. I think the big lessons from what we've been doing with are plan your Kefka fight well, plan your scaling very well, and when you get into an unwinnable fight, identify it quickly and get out. Because I've been having a problem with getting into crappy situations where things are too terrible and then just sticking it out and doing like a 10-minute fight. And that's just bad. It is not a recipe for success. There are lots of other ways to go and other things to do. So with that info, we've got the auto tracker ready to we have the auto tracker ready to go. We have our script ready to go to get some data here. Yeah, 12 fire rods. It costs a lot in this thing. All right. Let's go do this. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. How fast can we get through the menu? We love Celis. She's my favorite character in this game. With Rage and 39 magic power. Magitech on him, and we know how to that. And throw. Holy crap, this is a team. Holy cow, that's a team. Okay. We're going to take advantage of frickin' Edgar right away. Wow. I mean, it is screaming for get your power and go do Magitech Factory as soon as you can, and the power is probably going to be throw. So, would you get out of my way, you giant jerk? Hey, there's Fire Rod. Just 12 to go, and we will meet the covenant of Taylor Swifting. Hyper Wrist is good. Drainer can be sold for money. We are going to check the shop here to see if it has anything of value, but we're not going to buy too much, even if we see it here, because we're going to trust that the Edgar shops are going to have better value for us. We just want to get some money and get started. Okay, you're guarding the pot, so we're going to come back and try you one more time and see if you won't guard it next time. Green Cherry. Give to the Yeti when you see him to get everything better. We don't enjoy until we have like the Illumina or crap in hand to really make this thing sing. Okay. We'll buy 5 of those. We'll buy 2 of these, and that's all we're going to buy here. But I mean, I don't think the stats on Setzer were bad at all either. Okay, we're doing a quick safety save just to not lose our looting here. I hate saving this early. I hate opening the menu this early, but the chance that we get Search the Skies could really screw us over. So I'm too far to the lower left, but I don't know the way the two maps interact quite well enough to do more than just make a guess. Okay. Other important task to do is we got to put Edgar in the lead if we want to get the discount. Coronet is a crappy hat, but it works if we have nothing better. Fake mustache can be sold for money. Oh yeah, come and get it, Damsian. Ooh, Ice Rod. Those jerks in Damsian deserve to get their town and castle leveled. That's what they get for holding that crystal like that. Nothing great there. Okay, that was our best shot at earrings, but we'll be looking around at a few more places for it. This is the path that I have chosen for how I like to loot. I think I stole this from Jazer, because, you know, I steal great ideas from people when they're good. Hi, Concussed. I hate your notifications, too, because I'm sad it took us so long to hang out, but I'm so happy you're here right now. Okay, there we go. Now we can buy a boatload of Phoenix Downs. We can get rid of stuff like this fake mustache. What else can we buy here? US smoke bombs, those are great. 2 more Revivifies never hurt anybody. And let's see, we can get 12 sleeping bags. Can we get some more sleeping bags? What else can I get rid of? This gold lance, that's crap. Okay, we'll buy that. We'll buy about 6 more sleeping bags, and we'll buy echo screens. Cool. So now the big consumable that's missing, we need a couple of little guys, but the warp stones are the biggest thing that's missing right now. I saw you two kissing out in the woods. Don't think I didn't notice. Grant notices everything. We have elixirs if we need money. This is about a week old. It's not quite a full. You know what? We've got Edgar money. Why don't we do that? Mirage Vest could solve a problem early. No, that's good. Yeah, it came out on Monday, if that's old enough for you. I haven't seen a newer one than that. There's usually only one out at a time, so. I mean, we started with a Rage and a Magitech and Throw. Those are the starting abilities on these three. So I'm pretty sure that the Magitech and Stella's start is usually a pretty good tip-off for how things went. My tracker's not auto-tracking. That's kind of a problem. There we go. Genji Glove. That's neat to have. X Potion's fun. Yeah, something different was buying 5 Mirage Vests. Okay, there's a Shiva Magicite. That could be something good. We'll find out later. Alright, so we have a couple options for where we can go. And I think the answer is to do... the answer is to... Oh, 13,000 gold. The answer is to continue following the free check here. I think that's the right way to play this. Atmo Weapon. That's fun, and we have some people who can equip that. And so now we just see if we have an Esper we can build that around, and then we're really set. Especially with that Genji Glove, because we could pair it with something. It could be really good later. I hear Reddies are fantastic airship pilots. In fact, the sky is their snowfield. That is some really crappy walking, but we received a Mega Elixir, so I don't freaking care. Ether. Almost played that tonight, but we decided to do the Mog song instead. I don't know, I told my daughter she needs to sit down with me with Suno and let's come up with another song, because the best ideas seem to be her hanging out with me. I don't know why that's prompted, but that's how that tends to work. Alright, so it's a little extra walking and it's kind of annoying. We can go do Edgar's check right now. And in fact, if Edgar's check yields an Esper, then it's probably time for us to go grind. And that puts us right by the grind spot I like to be in, so we'll just dump the airship right there. But we're going to hope that these shops drop us something nice. The only thing that bugs me about grinding right now is I do not have earrings in hand yet. But if I feel like I have something powerful, we'll do it. Alright, so there's a chest I've been not knowing about and not looting. Alright, that's Bahamut. That's almost enough for us to do all kinds of crappy damage. We gotta get through one fight. We have 2 rods to do that. Been forgetting to get that chest, and I'm so happy I got it today because it was just empty. We're going to get all 3 of these chests. We're going to do both these shops as well. We've got 13k. Ooh, 4 summers neat. Look, don't you have a family? Shut up and take it. We'll take 3 green cherries. Those are good. We'll take 2 tents. Those are nice. Some antidotes would be fantastic. And there are our warp stones. Okay. So most of our consumable shopping is done. I'd love to get a couple remedies and a couple of softs, but we're otherwise in really good shape. Murasame and a heal rod. Look, don't you have a family? Shut up and take it. We'll take some of those. I have echo screens. I'll take 4 remedies because those are really good and they're cheap. I have antidotes, and there we go. There's shurikens. We now suddenly have throw ability too. Great. We're not ideal here, but I can feel confident that we can go grind. And there's not really a great grindy check for the characters that I have, so we're going to go over here and get it done this way. And I totally walked it wrong. Totally walked that wrong. Alright. Okay, so we can... Let's see. You are the one with throw, so you get the hyper wrist. Okay. We got to keep you alive, so that's good. So we'll give you this Mirage Vest. We'll give you this because we trust you with it. And you may have the Atmo weapon for now because you're the one who can equip it. So, okay. Let's see what we can do for skills. Espers. There's Shiva with MP3 and Bahamut with Bio and Sleep. Okay. So we're going to teach you Shiva, and we're going to teach you Bahamut. So I don't think this helps anybody too much. Alright, let's see how we can grind. The goal is to see if we can get by without using the rods right away. It may not be easy, so we may have to do something else, but I think with Mr. Throw, we're going to do pretty well here. Do you have any great rages in here? Let's just take a minute, take a look through here. Chaos Dragon is fun, but doesn't do it. I don't see anything in here that looks like this absolutely great thing, so we're just going to do Pterodon and see what it does, because I'm not quite sure what that does. And Magitech would be even better if we had something. That doesn't look too bad. That works. This is working. Good. Okay, we have a fight under our belts. We got 5 magic points. We got a little magic, but it's still not enough to do everything we want. I'm going to take 1 or 2 more like that. This is good for magic and not much else. We just have to hit it. Don't kill him, please. Fine. Okay, no experience, but we get some magic for that. And there's Meteor for Celas, and there's Bio, so that's kind of cool. Give me experience, please. Okay, let's see how much faster we can do this one now. This should kill it. Cool. Again, not as much experience as I would like, but we're learning stuff, and that's kind of cool too. Okay, we are at level 8. We are totally still not scaled. We need to get a bigger encounter. Again, this is not the encounter we're looking for. Wow, Setzer's really close on killing them. Cure 3 on Celas, wow. Okay, we are running away from Magic Urn if we get him again, because they just don't help us. And I'd like something other than these guys, because they're just weak enough that we're just getting... They're not really helping us here. Bio's faster. Let's see if it kills you. We need to swap your stuff out here. Nope. You jerk. You Edgar killing jerk. I mean, one more level and we're out of here, but okay. We can let Bahamut sit on her for a while because that's a very great all-purpose summon for her to pull out. After we're done here, we're going to go looking for earrings, and then we're going to make a decision. Alright, I can deal with this. This is a slow cast, and I don't necessarily like a slow cast, but certain things have been taking too long. And this will kill the fight, I think. Okay. There's Quick on Setzer. Holy crap. What kind of seed is this? We're still not quite level 10 for everybody because we missed one. We're going to take one more, then we're going to go because we need to get to work. Okay. Let's call Shiva. You still can't afford to get him. Trying to save some time here. Great. 660. Setzer gets... Okay. We've gotten some levels here, so I think we're going to call it good. Okay. We're still not quite where I'd like to be, and I really am worried about being behind in scaling, but that's done. Let's go find some earrings. I think that's the next step to this, and then we start thinking about doing a real big boy check. So, first place we're going to go is right here, because the earring shop is right by the front. I don't have a reason to go all the way back to anything else, so we'll just go ahead and get the front door loot out of the way. But hopefully, a second Genji glove. Isn't that cool? Tonic. Gold hairpin, which is nice, and fixed dice that Setzer can use. Let's ride with this. Come on, give me earrings and let me get started here. Nope, no earrings. We still got to shop some. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and take a quick peek in the weapon shop, just because I'd love to get some skeins. That solves a lot of area of effect for Dragon Horn. We could have a fixed dice jumper today. That could be fun. Ice... Oh, jeez, he has all the rods, too. We're going to take another fire rod, and we're going to see if we can raise money and get more rods, because those are really good. Wow, we're not wearing the mithril... Okay. Mithril blade can go. Let's see, what else can we get rid of? I don't need that coronet. I don't really feel great about this tiara. Genji helmet's crap. Morningstar I can get rid of. Gold hairpin keeps, with gold armor goes. Dragonhorn I'm not getting rid of. Sami goes. Heal rod goes. Alright. All right, let's buy 2 thunder rods because I don't know thunder. Let's see if we can raise enough to buy. Let's see. Magicite gets rid of. Okay. Okay, chainsaw goes. There we go. Let's buy 1 more fire rod. All right, now we got rods to solve a lot of our problems. We don't have money to buy a freaking earrings, but we'll deal with that's a future grant problem. Who's going to be... Yeah, well, that's a lot of rod action. But, you know, in rod we trust. Definitely not buying from Zen Thief, but we can peek what it is. I really want to go to Magitech Factory 1. That's a little risky, but I think that's the right answer in a minute here. We need earrings, and we're going to be desperate for money to get them if you have them. And you don't. I sold a little... I bought too many rods. That's too much money for me right now. Still, we're covering our bases. None of that I can afford anyway, so we're fine. Do you have anything good here? He has nothing great. Yeah, I think I've got enough power to brute force through most things that could be there that could be awful. We have dried meat. Do we have dry drops? We don't. Great. But I really would like to have earrings before I go in there, and we haven't found those yet. And so going down here to whatever the name of this town is probably the next best bet. When I'm better rested, I know what this town's called. But there's a couple more chests we can loot in here, and there's a couple more shops we can check for things. But we really are just hunting earrings to get really going here. That's all good. Okay, nothing we need to buy there. Just checking in case we get like a random skein thrown in. I mean, fire skeins would really be nice on Setzer. But we're not really putting much on him until we get an Esper that directly helps him, because he's just not going to cast much this seed. We really could use more shurikens, actually. Alright, I'm going to sell elixirs to buy earrings off you. I am. Great. I'm happy to do that. Okay. Where'd my elixirs go that I found? Okay. Get rid of 1 elixir, and then we can see if we can sell something else. I don't need that wing edge. That'll cover us. Okay, 5 should be enough. Okay. Let's loot our way out and check for skeins, but now we're ready to go. Pearl Lance. We got a Dragon Horn. We get a jumper, and we're set. Cat Hood. I've got to find ways to raise the money for that. It's just too good. Okay, we're going to get rid of this Tau Robe. We're going to sell another elixir. I'm not selling the Pearl Lance yet. You know what? 2 Genji Gloves are so good, though. Dragon Horn is so nice. Where'd my elixirs go? There's my Mega Elixir. Let's see. You know, we'll make those up. We have somebody that knows Cure 3. Cat Hood is going to pay for itself. Hero Ring and Ether. Beautiful. Okay, well, we have spent ourselves from the poorhouse now. Water Edge. Great. Take a number of those because that gives me some... I know they sell Valiant Knives here. Who can equip that? Stella's. Okay, worth knowing about, but we'll come back later if we don't have something great for her. Yeah, that's what we can't take it with us out of the seed. All right, so we've got to start making some checks now. But if we come out of Magitech Factory alive, we are in incredible shape. And we're not really behind on check scaling right now, so we're ready to go do this thing. Let's get the party equipped and get in there. All right. Okay, you're the one, let's see, you're the one who has magic. So, and you can wear the cat hood, that's awesome. Okay, you have a Mirage. Do I have 2 Mirage Vests? How did that happen? I don't have 2 Mirage Vests. Okay. Okay, and then we relic you up, and you get earrings, and you get earrings, and you can have earrings, and you can have Hero Ring. You can have earrings, and you need to get the Moogle Charm. That may not help you the way I want it to, but we're going to do what we can. Okay, so the shopping part of the seed is pretty much done. We've done all the things. It'd be neat to pick up skeins somewhere else if we get into a town for some reason, but we're not actively going towning anymore. We know where there's that Valiant Knife if we need to get that, and we're just going to be trying to either check our way to victory from this point. But, but we are a little bit behind where we'd like to be at time-wise. So that grind just did not... We kept finding low encounters, which were very, very safe, but they were not terribly fast for us. Okay, step across. We don't want to see something like Magimaster here. That's probably the... Well, we can deal with Magimaster, though. We have ways of getting past him with the stupid... with the throwing stuff we're going to be able to get away with. But of the fights here, this is probably the scariest one because it's the most walking and it was a pain to get here. We can deal with Flame Eater. That's no problem. Okay. We have the one thing you're weak to, buddy. Now we just got to take good care of him. You know what? Let's not horse around. We have this. Let's kill it. Kill it and kill it quickly. That's the reason we have the rods. Should have done that to start the fight. I get very stingy, and I need to not be stingy. I can't take them with me. Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate it. Okay. Raiden. Alright. Does this benefit you? Raiden has all kinds of cool stuff on it. So we're going to start that with you. You can start learning Bahamut. Okay. It's a range. Sleeping bags near the top. You need one, and you're fine. Alright, scaling's 12, we're level 14. Ooh, cool. Comet's neat. So if we're level 14, that's really good because that means that if we happen to run into Doomgaze here, he won't hit us. And then with this next check, we should be able to get well out in front of scaling, and that'll feel really good. Elixir, alright, starting to rebuild that reserve. We only need a couple now because we have Cure 3 on Celas. I mean, all three of these are endgame characters. There's no reason to ever get rid of them. Okie dokie. You know what? We're going to play the fixed dice game at you, and you were exactly who we had in mind when we got this Thunder Rod. That's a pretty dang good throw, buddy. Alright, so he's going to have about 10k on him. So we're about halfway done now. That's about 6,500. We're going to burn that other Thunder Rod right now. And this probably wins the fight. Beautiful. Always nice to own this fricking boss, and I'm so glad we wasted all the money getting this taken care of. That's why you do that. This would have been an ugly fight if it was going to be sit here and cast Cure 3 and whatever else, and, you know, try and summon Bahamut and God knows what else. There's another Cure 3. Wow. That's got to be on a Magicite. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, folks, this is a good start. I mean, if we're only at 4 checks at 22 minutes, but this is a fairly long thing here, and having Tech Missile online will be a big freaking deal. I mean, at this point, the only one who's meaningfully learning magic right now is Celas. Alright, so we're going to fully heal up because that dude hurt us pretty bad. Okay. Okay. Here we go, Wolf Shade. Yeah. Good to see you guys. Alright, so we're going to hope for 3 grind fights that are very doable, very quick, and give a crap ton of experience because we're greedy. This dude's going commando. He will not give a ton of experience. I mean, 580, he gave next to nothing. I hope we don't get 2 more of him. But good to see you, Wolfshade. I haven't had you on channel in a while, so it's great to see you bombing Damsian like that, too. This is also not a high... this one is not going to get us lots of experience, either. Ice to see you. 1200. I mean, it's better than some of these. These have all been pretty nice. Thank you. I appreciate the youthful comment, sir. Where are we headed after this? Once again, there's not a ton of experience here. But there's always money to be had in the banana stand. I don't know if you're going to do it. We'll let Sellers clean up after you if you don't. There's Bolt 3, which is fun. Good job. Way to spread the work out, Edgar. Okay, I'm going to make one other adjustment here to how I'm set up. That'll let me see my tracker a little better. I think sensor checks are coming up next. Uh-huh. I think this is the right play for you. We're going to fire beam with you. And you, have you picked up Pearl yet? You have. This guy is not going to like you very much at all. Weight tricking and doing good stuff. Now we wait the Pearl animation out. The Seer Challenge video. No, I need to go take a look at that at some point. Okay, we're doing good work right now. That's a... Setzer is coming through with the fixed dice today. I mean, I'm going to come up with somebody that's going to be a fighter with the use for that Pearl Lance eventually, but... And I got to get those Genji gloves in play. Alright, we're going to take a safety save here just because there's a handful of bosses that could still eat my lunch despite the free thing. I don't feel like I'm power overwhelming, especially because I didn't get that much experience. That being said, we're level 20 now, and scaling is 14, so we're out in front of a lot of things. And we have those rods to bail us out if we get into trouble. 3 Espers in here. That's pretty nice. We can deal with this thing. We're going to sit on Cella's because she's got the big weakness for it, and so we can get out of here. We're going to probably do Search the Skies next. Just see if we can get... it's not what I wanted that to be. Would you just change? That was not a very good swing. I'm very proud of you, Cella's, for not horsing around with that. But I wanted to get Pearl out first, and that's not going to happen. Wow, it's a lot of lightning. We're not going to stop and heal. We're too slow. That was not as good as you've done before. That got him pretty good. Okay. I don't like acid rain because it kills people. Okay. Your other weakness. You killing jerk thing. You experience denying jerk. It's how it goes sometimes, but that's not what I wanted. Okay. Before we do Search the Skies, we're going to take a quick peek in here because we have to get Edgar back up. So let's go ahead and get Setzer's free check done. Because we faded this for a little while, and if it's a character, it could have affected things. It's not. Bismarck. Okay, we're going to do Setzer's 2 checks, and if neither of them yield a character, we're going to go after Edgar's checks after that. Let's go ahead and hit the tent up because we have it, and that'll get the life done. I should have shopped in here, but I'm in a hurry. Usually I am at 6 checks at the 30-minute mark. Let's see if we get 7. Oh, we got new Espers, so let's see if they do anything good. Bismarck is Magic Power 2. Okay, that's going on you, and you're going to be Mr. Tech Missile for the rest of the seed. You get Carbuncle. That's Meteor and Wind, and okay, that's going to... Okay. And Ragnarok and Raiden. There's lots of neat stuff in here. I'd love to have Quick on you, so we'll start you with Ragnarok right now. We'll get Raiden going in a little while. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do, Willshade. I don't think we can be done with this by 30 minutes, but we can be close. That's right, because that last check made 6. But we found 6 Espers in our 6 checks, which is crazy. Senior Behemoth. Okay. How you like a little tech missile, bro? Let's see. Are you weak to bio? That's pretty good. Just gonna keep throwing dice because they seem to keep working. Let's see if you're weak to bio. Behemoth suit coming in. That'll be really nice on Setzer. Boost his strength if you can equip it. That you are not weak to bio. Okay, we'll file that one away. Okay, that's all done, and we've got our check at 30 minutes. That's great. Daryl's Tomb is next. Because this cannot be a character. Okay, first zonk of the day. Aura Lance. I mean, that's a great stat stick, but doesn't solve my problem. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. I want to stay here. Alright, who can wear Behemoth suit? You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. Well, that's too bad. I see you there, 10,000 gold. We're saving up. We have not forgotten the VK, and that would go real nice with a Genji glove. We opened the door, but we did not go the wrong way. Do we stop and loot much here? No, because we're in a hurry, and we're feeling good about power right now. Okay, we are still 6 checks from go mode, but doing that in 45 minutes is very frickin' possible. Okay, sometimes he... invisible in X Zone, nice. Okay, I gotta see this joke because I was focused. Stash revive fire. Yes, that's very true, Wolfshade. I'm so proud of you. I got no love during the end of Elvin's Family Feud, because one of the questions they got at the very end of that was name a place where people push the button many times even though you only need to push it once. And I said what Mike's been telling me forever and ever, which is during the Doma dream sequence. Because I can't tell you how many times I did that thing before Mike told me, you know, you only got to hold down A once and you're fine. You don't have to push it all the time. And I got no love. Behemoth suit. Oh boy, we get... Setzer is apparently into behemoth suits that we can't wear. I mean, we'll take it so we can get the check done, but... Okay. I still think we're going to do better with dice than we're doing with the other stuff. You can tech missile him. If you knew some kind of fire magic, that would be ideal, but you don't. And so we're just going to kind of stick with the stuff we can do quickly. Now we're going to throw just this to make sure he doesn't jump on us, because that's always a problem. And we wait. Well, I'm trying to work up my joke game for playing Worlds Collide, because I feel like my free enterprise joke game is on point, but... Alright, so there's another empty check, but again, it's working us toward our 22, because we like getting experience, we like being out in front of leveling curve. Next stop is going to go to the 3 checks for Edgar, I think. And if those 3 fail, then we have to choose between doing Opera House and doing Kafka at Narsh, because that's where progression has to be. But I like doing Edgar's checks. It's very slow, but I think it's the right play here. Love to see what the Dragon has in store for us. We're in perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and Sleeping Bag at least once here. Sellers, how are you on Carbuncle stuff? You've learned all your Carbuncle stuff. You know Bahamut. Raiden was good to you. Ragnarok has some neat stuff in here, but we're going to put Bahamut. Let's see. Can we put something? No, we actually want to leave Carbuncle on you because we want the hit point stuff. I don't think I saved. Alright, though. 8 checks at 34. That's pretty dang fast for me. This is feeling really, really good right now. It's not feeling like PB good, because like the PB seed, the seed where I PB'd on Ultros League, gave me like a starting strength Esper and an Illumina out the gate. And so it was just like, here's a character, we're just going to stack 50 something strength on him during the seed. Let's go. And it gave an egg too. I just, it's not that fine, but we got handed enough stuff that we're taking advantage of it. And I can see how all three of these characters build to be endgame characters. I mean, there's a definite plan. I'd love to get a couple better magic spells on Celas than she knows, but I mean, Edgar is going to be absolutely beastly with the amount of damage Tech Missile is going to do at the end if he just sits on that magic Esper. We will do these 4 because they're fast, or they're theoretically fast if we know we can walk better. Nothing that great in them. Okay, scaling is at 18. We're in our mid-20s now, so we should be okay here. But we'll see what kind of boss it is. I'm also starting to think more about boss hit points to help me plan for these fights. So number 24, he is not high enough hit point that I have to worry about him. He's just going to get crushed here. Drop bio, because I think most human things are worth bio, and I don't use that often enough. So let's see what that does. Nice throw, buddy. Quad. There's a big bonus for getting quads like that. Good times. Give me something good. Golem or Fenrir would feel really nice. There's Shote. Okay. So I don't have any of the 3 trilogy of items for dealing with Kefka have not appeared yet. We have damage to deal with him, which is good, but I don't have a way to do mute, I don't have a way to do instant death, and I don't have calmness protection. And all of those things are a little scary to not be with. Let's go to Kolingen. So we've got a hard choice between doing Opera House or doing Kefka at Narsh next, and I think it's going to be Opera House. Though I'm tempted to go grab the Opera House Dragon before we do actual Opera House, because always be clobbering dragons is good advice. Drainer. We also know that there's another Esper to be picked up from Zen Thief, and so we should do that at some point. But we're really just, we have to chase characters at this point because we're just not finding it yet. And that's really the only weird thing. Okay, and I don't mind using a couple more of my precious sleeping bags now because we need to. Yeah, 26 and 28 is really good. Considering scaling is only 20, that means that we're at least 6 levels ahead, if not more. Yeah, always be charging D's batteries. Alright, I have been screwing up this step here. Let's do this correctly this time. Beautiful. At this point, we always remark how much we love Odin. He is the most magnificent of all things, and truly a Greek god among other things, and I was hoping to get past you. That's too bad. You know, I have... Yeah, get him. I have 3 ice rods. I'm not using them. There he is. Ha 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 ha. In Rod we trust. I am working on getting a new Magicite developed so we can swap that out, but it's been fun for you who have been able to equip it and get to play with it. I like that you guys, the way you get to use it, so I really am kind of a little reluctant to take it from you. Welcome to Thunder Shield. That is unfortunately not a character because I see Celas, and she's already in party. That is an experience egg, though. Where are we going to put that? I mean, there's a lot of ways we could play that. I think the right answer is to put that on Celas, and she's kind of being trained as a mate. I don't know. I could see it a good reason to put it on Celas. I can also see a fantastic reason to get it on Edgar. I mean, just with Tech Missile, he's going to be doing an awful, awful lot of damage for me. I don't know. Well, we have to decide. We're going to go do Opera House, and that's going to be the thing. Oop, can't leave yet. Got to go down here. And we have a long walk out. Maybe in an incubator. I haven't decided yet. You know what? We're going to leave the dragon for a bit because that's a bunch of magic experience. Let's just get to south. Let's go ahead and... We're going to Opera House, and if we can quickly kill it, great. And if not, we're going to smoke bomb our way out of fights. Just because we don't want to take too long getting to the critical fight. And if this fails, back to Narsh. But we're going to gamble that we're going to get either a Mog or Terra before we have to go back to Narsh. Okay, so traditionally I walked the wrong way here, and I don't like walking the wrong way here. Okay, you can have this Thunder Shield. Welcome to Thunderdome. Okay, so first we have to talk to the Impresario, because I almost always mess that up. Okay, now we start the opera. Celeste the singer. Okay, now we go pull the switch. Have not forgotten we have a Pearl Rod, which we should probably see if Celes can equip it. This is the switch we want. Because we're not going to fight the dragon, so we don't want to drop on stage in the wrong place. Now we walk over here. And we hope for good luck avoiding the stupid encounters. Even though they do grind us, we are well out in front of scaling right now. And we've still got 5 more checks minimum before we can finish the seed. Okay. We're not fighting this, I'll tell you that. Don't do that. To burn a remedy for that, but I want him back, so we will. Just takes time away from what we're trying to do here. Where's my remedies? There we go. Glad we bought some extras because we didn't see softs. Okay, we're going to have to fight this guy because he's in our way. I can see that thing. We can totally deal with these guys. So why don't you fight him? Why don't you... Okay. Is that tech missile? Okay. Or tech barrier, rather. Yeah, it was tech barrier. Dadgummit. Get wrecked. I should have just killed him earlier. I didn't realize he would do that. Okay. Once again, not going to fight that. Porum was hungry. Okay, did not have to fight him. Gonna have to fight him, and then we're to the main guy. Alright, so we're going to do this better this time. Not a bad amount of experience. That's a good way to do it, Snuggly. I'm happy to see you playing Seeds. I hope you're having fun with it. Okay, we are halfway to our goal, and it is 43 minutes. We still don't have a character, though. So if we get if all 5 of the next checks pan out, then we are at 16. Okay, Atma weapon. We can totally handle this thing. And you're going to like this Bolt 3 pretty well. Yeah, we're crushing this thing. This is good. Just try to make sure Celes doesn't take a death here. That's fine. Nice dice, bro. We didn't put the stupid egg on. Grant, you moron. That's okay. We'll get the egg on here. It's not like it's hurting us to not have it. It's just we're not taking advantage as much as we could. We're going to put it on Edgar. The music's changing. That probably means character. Yep, this is Terra. I love how you can hear the musical cue and do that. I'm getting a lot better. So the wait trick is when you have certain menu items that are not fight open, the battle is not progressing for everybody. So if your guy's taking a turn, what you want to do, excuse me, one second, you have fight, capture, magic, and item, and you have freaking huge magic power. Okie dokie. All right. Let's see, I'll get back to that in just a second, Snuggly. We got a free check, and we got the scaling to go take advantage of it, and we can go rate that treasury. I'd like better armor than what we've got here. So if you are in that menu, the battle is not progressing and nobody's getting further, which means the boss's battle bar is not filling up either. Okay, there's soft, tack star, earrings, ether, phoenix down, cards. I'm not sure I should be in here looting, but I'd like to get a little better weaponry than I've got. Okay, eye drop, ether, and a second pearl lance. Okay, so since the boss is not progressing, when your guys are having an animation, it's best that you sit in there because it means the boss's turn is not advancing, and then you can queue your turns up to try and get better odds of how much you're taking actions versus that. So if you watch someone like Possum or Jazer, they're both really, really good at handling that and just doing good things. Too used to looting this thing. A second gold hairpin. Probably going to put one of those on Terra because we can make her. She is such a powerful magic user, so we'll put the best magic spells we have on her. I'm curious if she can wear that behemoth suit also. So we're doing Terra checks strictly to find our next character. I'm waiting for Glue to do another magic trick. So I don't want to go do Moblas until we have a few more levels and some magic onto Terra so she can contribute better. Free tonic. This better not be a Joker style magic trick. Unless luck is ungodly good, we don't get rid of Terra. He has fight, lore, magic. Yeah, he's mediocre, so he's not coming. It's also too late for Curse Shield, so we're not going to mess with that. It was neat that I knew where a VK was, but that's not the right thing for this seed. But that opens up a lot of checks for us now. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go do this one first. And then we're headed for Narsh in a little bit here. Okay. Okay, that'll be a good start. That'll give you a lot of things. You need earrings, and you need earrings. You need to put on your experience egg. And then we're going to just do optimal equip you. Man, no one can wear that behemoth suit tonight. Okay, we're level 30 right now, and scaling looks like at 26. So it's definitely time for us to go pick up a little bit more. So I think the next thing is to go do weapon shop with Locke after this, just to see what's in there, and then to go do Welk and the second weapon shop check behind it. And I think that puts us in a good place, and then we can see about whether we want to go in and pick up the dragon in Narsh. Well, speaking of taking care of Welk, hello, buddy. Have a little tech missile to the face. But so you see how I'm sitting here in the item menu with Terra while I'm waiting for this other stuff to go here snugly. That's what the wait trick is. And the thing is, nobody else's battle meters are filling, but since I can't take an action, it's not hurting me. It's just keeping him from getting extra stuff to do. That does not help me get any more magic, though. But that gets my last character. Okay. And now I feel like we're about to get really cooking here. because there's a lot of fast checks and a lot of grindy things I can do here. I'm tempted to go take Imperial Camp just to get everybody built up. If I can get into the like 36, 37 before I go up Kefka Tower, I'm happy. We can do an awful lot of checks very quickly now because we are nearing go mode. Let's go ahead and mark our recruit 6 characters because that's done. I didn't even look at what was on Sabin, but I'm happy with the party. Like, we've got it. Okay, it doesn't matter what they are because we're going to get both items in a minute. Valiant Knife is good. Atmo Weapon's better because I know it can be equipped. We're going to get both, though. Alright, this is the moment we've been waiting for with Celas. Because I think she's over level 30 now, too. Okay, let's go ahead and get her equipped up and see what we can do here. Okay. Hero ring for you. Okay, hero ring, and let's see, your strength is, your vigor. Oh, your vigor is kind of crummy. Terra's vigor. Oh, it's good. Okay. Fine. This isn't what I had in mind, but it's what we're going to do. Your magic power is so good, it makes me a little bit sad here, but not that much. Because this is the right answer for you. I have two. Oh, I got to take the other one off of you, because you don't need an ammo weapon. What can you wear? You can wear this Aura Lance. Or you can wear this Pearl Lance. You cannot wear the Aura Lance. That's too bad. I have a Force Shield. Okay. 2 Atmos for her. Wish I had a little better armor for her. Actually, you know what? I do have a little better armor for her. Yeah. And can we get you an Esper that's going to get you a hit point? Oh, that's a Strength Esper? Even better. Heck yeah. Okay, now we're cooking. Alright, so we are only in need of 2 Espers, and I know for a fact where one is. So we can get these checks done, it'll take us to 17. We can get 18 from doing, whatchamacallit, we could have 22 in an hour. That's phenomenal for me. Let's see what Terra can do here. You know, we should get the experience egg over to her as well. That's already good. Yeah, let's get that on Terra and make her an absolute killing machine. If we find a muscle belt for her, that's even better, but I mean, we strength esper her and we just pound it hard now. Okay, there's Phantom. Phantom is actually a way for us to get protection at the end here, and there's our Valiant Knife. Fun item. I'm not sure we'll play much with it. You know, I think I'm leaning Tritalk. Tritalk's 2 checks, including a dragon, and it's guaranteed to not be a character. So that could be really good for us, and that gets us to 19, where we have Zen Thief and the dragon, and maybe one more thing to go pick up. So yeah, let's do Tritalk next. Okay, we can drink out of the thing, but we want to look for skills. Does Phantom teach you anything great? It's fine. Carbuncle's neat. We're just looking for stuff we don't have. Okay, we're going to take Phantom because it's great to have, and you're going to sell us, you're going to be Healbot because you know Cure 3. Wow. This is a seed. We're really curious to see what an expert runner would have done with it. But we'll take a look over the thread tomorrow, I guess, for it. And I'm still feeling awake and alert and not tired, which is good. Probably could have done this early, differently, but it's how it goes. Okay, if we can, we're going to go take Tri-Talk first, if we can sneak past this guy without getting hit. Did I remember to drink out the toilet, or am I not full health? Okay, we snuck past the dragon. We can get a safety save in, which is good. We did not drink out the toilet. Oh, before I forget... Rather you have the egg and do a little bit less damage right now. No. Stupid Genji glove causes everything to get messed up. Cool glue. More sticker looking. Alright. We're actually well set up to handle this fight. You were not the person I wanted to have protecting. Let's see if you like bio. That's a nice tech missile. Well, go take something then. I mean, we're just going to ride tech missile this fight, I think. Haha, you picked the wrong people to shoot that at. Okay, we're not doing capture. Yeah, this... Honestly, the party is built in such a way... I mean, Tech Missile, the way it is huge, and it's going to handle most things. The Atma weapon can handle an awful lot of things. I mean, we've just got a lot of power here. So we're really hoping for that... Oh, wait, we don't need to get an Esper here. We're just taking checks as quick as we can. Because we know we can go buy one. There's Phoenix. Unlock Final Kefka. Okay, so now we just need to go get our checks done. We need 4 checks to get Skip. Okay, let's see what this Esper does. Phoenix is hit point 30 with Vanish on it. That's fine, we'll take that. And we're level 36 now, so we're going to be able to, when we get Skip, we're going to be more than powerful enough. We need one more check beyond what I've got planned here. Well, you're weak to Bolt 3, so let's hit you with Bolt 3. Wait, trick for Tech Missile. That might get him. Good. Okay, we warp out of here now. That's 19. What else can we do for a check? I mean, Sabin has a bunch of fast stuff in here. Yeah, I am hitting really hard, Snuggly. Alright, we're gonna go do... Okay, well, if that's the case, we have 2 Genji gloves. We have 2 fixed dice. Isn't that fun? That's not the build I had in mind for him with throw, but that's a fun build. Okay. I did this in the wrong order. We're going to go this, and we're going to go finish it in Zen, and we're going to be fine. Okay, you know Cure 3. Alright, one last thing. Setzer, how can I teach you Quick? Who knew Quick? Was it Ragnarok? There's Quick. Okay, so who knows who's sitting on my Ragnarok Esper? You are. Okay, beautiful. But I mean, we may be at 20 checks by an hour. That is huge for me for an Ultros League seed. I mean, we could take a trap box looking for an offering, but there's something to be said about not necessarily having the offering and being able to aim it, especially with as much damage as we're going to be able to do. I'm not too... If this drops an offering and I can do something fun, that's great. But I also don't mind being able to actually damage these things. I would really love to get something better than just Raiden for my instant death, and love to pick up Mute somewhere. Okay. That's a good throw. That's not a bad throw either. That's also very good. We will not be doing that. Okay, Gold Dragon's down. Okay, last two checks are going to be Zen, because we're going to take Zen Thief, and we're going to take the, whatchamacallit, and we'll get a free heal while we're there. Snow Muffler's really nice, too. We're not going to open the menu yet, though, because we got other stuff to do. We did that before Zen Thief, because it's better for walking purposes. Zen Thief could be freaking expensive here. I don't care, though, because we've had the Cat Hood forever for this purpose. And then we're going to statues at like 103, and this is going to be a good time for me. Yep, free quick heal. Yep, we'll go back and save them. We will shop here, too, because we can. Just because I wouldn't mind taking... Hello, Yeti. We don't need to loot that much, but again, those elixirs, those are a big deal. They may be the difference between Scylla's running out. I mean, Scylla's is going to be useful in the final fight. She's been doing some good stuff for us, but for the most part, we're going to probably use her as a heal bot. Let the other three manage it. So I think the other three are doing lanes, and we'll probably kick Scylla's down the middle lane just so she can get more experience. Especially if there's something great that comes up for her. We do have X-Zone, so we do have some instant death out there. It's not the ideal one, but it's what we want. Yep. The Yeti command is turned off right now. I'm sorry. I need to develop a new secret song. In fact, I need to turn off the Get a Clue redeem, because if anybody does that, I have to kick it back because I don't have anything open. I do have a new channel feature I've been working on. I just haven't had the hours, so I need to sit down and edit all the pieces together now that I have it all done. Out of curiosity, what did you have? Fight, Morph, and Magic. Yeah, you were pretty good, but we're getting by fine now. And Tara's been wearing that Esper long enough, it doesn't matter. I can give you that. Really? With the Cat Hood, I still don't have that much money. Interesting. You don't have a lot of great stuff in here, but let's sell some stuff then. Forge can go. I just need about 26. Crystal Orb, I don't need... don't need it. Tiger Mask can go. Okay, and I think that's enough. I don't need 2 gold hairpins. That's enough. Yep. KT skip at 102. Wow. You learned all the Phantom stuff. What are you learning from Phoenix? Phoenix taught you neat stuff in there as well. Toronto. Ooh. That's some really good stuff in there. Raiden we want also, but I think Toronto's the answer. Okay. So who goes down the middle lane? Okay. Middle lane is going to be the girls. Okay, I feel really good about Edgar, so he's going to go over here, and we're going to give him the Yeti. The girls go here. And you, Setzer, need to handle this lane, which means we're going to give you some help as well. Because I'm just a little nervous about things. Okay. So we have Setzer in the diciest of the lanes because he's got a lot of versatility and can handle, but I'm the least confident about his group, and so if I have to reset, I lose the least amount of time here. Okay. You don't need the Moogle thing anymore, so what can we give you to make you better? We're going to give you this Hyper Wrist here. Yes, you need Fixed Dice again. And you, sir, I should have Moogle Charmed you first, but I didn't. Okay. But this is going really well right now. I mean, if I'm sub 80, I'm very, very happy, Grant. Okay, we can handle Dullahan, I think. Just don't target Setzer too much, and we'll see if we can get some good throws at you. Do you know Quick yet? Yes, you do. Great. Okay. This is a poor man's offering dice. That's definitely a poor man's throwing with the dice, too. Alright, we're just going to go for it now. Setzer, you are a huge disappointment, and I am so unhappy with you right now. Alright, I can't risk you wiping here, so we're going to do the quick again. It takes a little longer, but it gives you more actions. And we're just going to keep giving you opportunities until you get it done. I mean, I could have you throw too, but I think that you can hit it out the park eventually if I keep trying here. There we go. Yeah, those are some much better throws, buddy. Great. Okay, that's the scary one, and we're through. You're going to put Raiden on, sir, because I want to have that instant death available to me as something we can try. Okay. Okay. Mobile charm for you. Let's go. Alright, 2 bosses to do here. I'd love to be done with them in 4 minutes. Hello, Daddy. And now that he's full and he's burned out all of his stupid actions because he's doing his thing, we can just start queuing up crap against him. Oh, you know lores. Do you know any good ones? Not really, no. Sorry, Locke, but ditching you was the right decision. Okay, this is a save. We don't need to fill up life, I think, kind of situation. Okay, so Terra's up to 44 and Cells is at 40, so we're definitely in great levels. Let's do the validation chest, because we'd love to see what's in there. Minerva. Okay. You can wear that Minerva, too. Snow Muffler is better. I'd love for you to wear that Mirage Vest, but we'll probably put that on somebody else. Well, look, somebody who's weak to lightning, and we happen to know lightning. Do you know what happens to a toad when it gets struck by lightning? Exactly what's about to happen to you, you wave cannoning jerk. Don't care. Chair Force. Yes, he was. Yeah, Raiden's what we're going to do after, hopefully in about 15 minutes. I would love to be sub 80 today. That would be very good. That would make me feel very good about myself. But it's been a lot of good decisions so far tonight, and I'm hoping that we can make a good decision here at the finish. Alright, so you need Phantom if you don't already have it. You need to change out the Experience Egg. It's Moogle Charm. We don't have a Muscle Belt, so you're going to get a Hero Ring to make you hit harder. And now we're going to change your equipment. So here's Atma, and here's Atma. I don't think I can change your weapon. Or I don't think I want to change your stuff there, so you may both... You two, Locke, just in case. You're the backup character. We're going to check Cella's later to see if she has Mute, but I don't think she does. We're going to have to figure out where X-Zone is. Okay... Good news, Yeti. You get a Moogle Charm. And since we can, we're going to go ahead and throw the egg on you. It's a tiny bit of menuing, but I'd love to see if I get some extra experience on you, provided it's not the stupid sneezing Chupon. Alright. Tech Missile's just the fastest thing I got here. As I know he's lightning weak, but he's weak to a lot of stuff and doesn't have a lot of health. So we'll just kill him and get our free elixir out of it. Well, for whatever that experience egg was worth, we get a tiny bit here. Alright, let's go finish the seed. I don't think there's any sort of Esper I can put on you to make the situation better, so... But I can equip that Mirage Vest on you. Or... I can equip this on you. No, I can't. Okay... Alright, let's see if we know here, and see if Elvin has gone to sleep yet. But here we are into Kefka at 110. That's crazy. I will try to, Jazer. I'm pretty sure I missed something, but I'm happy with how it's going here. This is going really nice. Alright, we got Edgar. We got Celes. We got Terra. Well, Terra's going to be last. We got Edgar, we got Celes, we got Setzer, and we got Terra. No Sid. Sid sucks. Show me Elvin Sorrow Salad. But no, you guys have the tips I got from you guys last time were really helpful. It's one of the reasons I really want to stream these when I can, is because I learn a lot from having you all hang out and watch. So it really means a lot. So thank you. I will try my best to remember, Jazer. Okay, Edgar, Celes, Setzer, Terra, no Sid. You know, we have X for that. I totally aimed it wrong, but we had it. So I get too used to having X zone. Well, that was a wasted turn. Holy moly. Terra, you are a bit of a machine there. Okay, got him. That's good. I don't know why I had Celes do that. That's not the right thing. Did you know Vanish? You do not know Vanish. Do you know Vanish? You do. Awesome. I just would rather not lose Terra here. Okay, wait trick, because we want to wait and see and make sure he doesn't kill us while we're horsing around with him. That is some nice rolling there, Setzer. Okay, so now we're in a little bit of trouble, because Setzer is at risk. So Setzer's at a little bit of risk, but we're going to hope he can dodge it. Good. And that Vanish paid off quite a bit. I am happy for you, Snuggly. That's really good. Yeah, the Thunderblade strat was not intentional. Celes could have done something a lot more useful. We're going to double check. I don't think mute is anywhere, so we're going to have to do a couple of creative things to try and clean this out. But Terra is just freaking owning this, and we just got to keep her alive. That's the key to everything. Preferably at full health, too. Okay. You do not have mute. So you're going to give this a try. You also don't have mute, so we're going to do that for support roll. Just making sure, but I don't think you have mute either. Okay. Keep trying to get rid of tools. This is also where it gets dangerous, where zombie crap happens. Missed. That's too bad. Okay, that one's down. That's good. Okay, and that's taken out now too, which is really good. Okay. This could be dangerous if we're not careful. This is really dangerous, and so we keep it from getting too dangerous. I mean, that was not ideal, but it's what had to happen. That keeps her from murdering my party, and that's what we don't want. So, it's a little slowdown. It's okay. That's why we stopped and wait trick, though, to make sure nothing weird happened. Let's protect Setzer here. Not wait tricking like we should be, so let's wait trick for a little bit here while Setzer takes his turn. Okay, this thing, we're going to decide if it's dead or not. It is dead. Okay. Okay. That Mirage Vest is doing good stuff for us. Do you not know Vanish? Because we really want to protect What's-Her-Face here. Do you know Vanish? I don't think you do. We're going to hold you until we get Cella's up and we get Vanish on Terra. I just want to be I'm a little paranoid about things, and I just want to keep it safe, so. Because she is such a ticket to being completely done at the end here. Okay, here's 10 hits. Okay. Alright, the careful counting starts now. We've got 4 minutes. This is doable to be sub 80. That's gonna be the best probably the best Ultros League time I'm gonna put up ever. Or up to this point anyway. I'm hoping I keep improving, but this is feeling like a really good run tonight. That was misaimed. Okay, so we're up to 17 on him already, which is bad. Okay, we're at about 3. We might kill him here. Okay. Did you learn quick at all? I don't think you did. Okay, so we're going to play a little game here. See if this works the way we want it to. Oh, she's still got Phantom on her. Okay. Okay, and now we wait for Terra. Because she can totally finish him if she doesn't get blasted here. That's not what I wanted. That could have been worse, but that could have been a lot better. And now Phantom is off for everybody. Okay. This is definitely slowing me down. That's a problem also. You know what? We have power. Let's kill it. Wonder how much we missed the stupid kill by at the end there. Don't kill Terra. That was not necessarily who I wanted killed. Okay. We can roll with this. I mean, the key to it is just to have Terra wail on him a couple times and see if Setzer and Edgar get lucky enough to polish certain things out. But if she's hitting for 17, if she gets 2 swings in there, then we need about 18 out of Setzer doing some dice and Tech Missile, and we'll get that. We just got to make sure we drop an Elixir on her. Probably, so we're going to save Locke's action, drop the Mega Elixir, and be done. And be safe. Okay, we got 1 minute to do this. Okay. That's not as high as I wanted that to be. Okay. Okay. Well, we might beat him here yet. That was... Okay. We have the fire rods too, but the thunder shield's better. This might do it. If not, we're going to have to sit through this. We're going to have to sit through Goner. Nuts. I mean, Terra's going to win the fight here in a second, but if Setzer could throw better, we would have been sub 80. We're just not going to. We're just going to miss it. We did not just miss it. Yes! We just got it in. Oh boy. Thank you so much for the GGs. Taylor Swifting, Wolfshade, AGS, Jazer, and thank you for the WoW Snuggly. I think it means the same thing. Wow. All right, Jazer, I've been sitting here wondering for 10 minutes. What's the mechanic you want me to know about? Wow. I mean, it may be a low end of the pack time, but at this point, I'm very happy with it. That is getting into a seed, not quite getting good setup, but not overwhelming power and executing. That feels really, really, really solid for me. I am so excited. Let's see where it ranks. All right, going to the top. Wow. 11th place and about a minute behind Shungo? Holy crap, Grant. I'm like in 10 minutes of people like Chaser and Glue and Zald and... Holy moly. Gotcha. Yeah, and I'm aware of that somewhat. That's why you kind of have to keep him heat up. But I made sure that I put the Strength Esper on Terra for that reason. But yeah, it was me talking about the muscle belt. You're right, that was an error, and I'm glad I didn't have one because I would have equipped it and been a big dummy. Because I'm not sure why I was thinking that. I know better. But thank you. Wow. That's a good run for me. That's a competitive run. So... we'll take a look at some stats and stuff, but I'm curious to see if somebody had... Yeah, you last location Terra at Opera House, which means you went and did Kefket and Arsh. And skip time around my time, so it's really... I mean, that's the other thing that I wonder about, is that I could have been about a minute and a half faster if I didn't have the problem in the... It really all goes back to having the problem in the Kefka 3, where I just barely missed him. And I'm going to have to go sit down and math that out and see where it was. Right. Sharktalica did Opera House earlier. That's cool. All right, let's get some stats up and let's have a look and see how we did. Because there's a lot to like about how this seed went tonight. And then Glue, I saw you're going to have me open a pack tonight, so we'll get the poll up as well. I should get this poll ready in case we have to do that. I think we have pulled packs from all 3 lanes, so they all still have this. They're back to having... I think we're down to where there's 9 in each lane now. Okay, here we go. All right, great. This is exactly where I want the levels to be. This was great for them. They were awesome. Sub 30 in battle is a huge improvement for me, and I think it's having the rods, having the right things in hand. I didn't use all the rods because I had a couple fights where I didn't need them anymore, but those first couple fights where I was able to pull them out, particularly pulling that ice rod early, was, I thought, a great move for me. That's not bad. Open the menu a bit much, but I was only in there for 10 minutes. So that's not bad. How many saves did I have? That should be somewhere in here. There's our starting party. We were in great shape for that. Edgar... Sellers, yeah, no mute. so I definitely didn't miss it. But she knew I spread the magic well. She had decent magic power. Edgar's at 76. That made him awesome. Tara was at 67 vigor. It could have been better, but that was pretty good for her. And then Setzer was fine. He was just there and doing stuff. And he had a couple fights where he threw well enough, so that was good. 26 saves. I'll take that. That's good enough. It's beautiful. Checked both. Got Esper. No Colosseum. No Super Balls. Took 3 dragons. That was good too. And there's the run. How long was my final Kefka fight? Let's have a look and see. Alright, so just looking at this, 44 seconds. So that's a minute and a half in the first one. That's fine. A little over 3 minutes for the second one without mute. That's great. And then 5:39. Yeah, the fact that it took 2.5 minutes to do Kefka 3 was a little more than I wanted that to be for the power that I have. But still, that's pretty good. Alright, there's the poll. Right lane it is. Okie dokie. Let's get you guys set up to do this real quick. I'll minimize that while the credits roll. Here's the camera. Looking at my Civil War cannon pencil sharpener on the floor. I need to do something that's a little better resolution than this guy, because he just, with the fine art on the cards, does not do the greatest of jobs. But we get by with what we've got. Alright. Get this a little more professional looking here. Let's see what we can get out of it. Right lane, which for you guys would be right over here. Okay. If you guys like this, I'll keep doing it, but if you get sick of it, I'll stop buying magic packs. But it's Final Fantasy, and we all like Final Fantasy, right? Right. Getting better at pulling these open. Alright, for good luck, we've typically been pulling 3 of these off to the side. So we'll do that again today. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have an Undercity Dire Rat and a out of order foil coming here. So Dire Rat, he's from Final Fantasy. Oh, excuse me. Let's put it where it's best shown for you guys. There we are. That actually doesn't look bad. Okay.